the new season of TC Weekly Live. We are your hosts, Kirsten and Jesse. Technically speaking, we are your source for entertainment, news, and all the activities happening here on campus.
We have a very exciting show for you today, filled with creativity and talent. Unfortunately, we are in a predicament right now. The order of the segments is still trying to be determined.
Alright, we have to brainstorm an idea for our weekly segments.
What about a how-to video?
Well, everyone does how-to videos for this type of thing, so I think that's kind of lame.
Do you have a better idea?
Fine.
So, what's our video idea gonna be?
How to do a kickflip.
Alright. Welcome to this tutorial. Today we have Calvin. He's going to show us how to do a kickflip.
What's going on, my dudes? Alright, now, in order to do it, get that away. In order to do a kickflip, it's all on the feet, right? Just like all skateboarding. So, you see here, my front foot is in the middle of the board. Get that up here, it's where my mouth is. No, you're down there. Now, middle of the board, right? The back foot is right on the tail. So that you can kick it up. Like so. Alright? Now, as you kick it up at the same time, you're sliding your front foot up. Boom. And slide it up to the corner here. This is where the kick part comes in for the kick flip. You go like flick. So, as I'll demonstrate for you now.
So maybe that wasn't such a good idea?
Why would you even suggest a skate video if you cannot skate?
I mean, I used to skate a long time ago, but I guess you just kind of lose your touch after a while.
Well, maybe you should just leave the ideas up to us.
Thanks for getting the ball rolling, guys.
Had me rolling on the floor.
I don't appreciate you using my puns.
Well, speaking of appreciation, today is student appreciation down at the NWTC today. So go on down, get yourself a free lunch. You probably already missed it because it's 2 o'clock. It ended at 1.
I had a corn dog.
Well, then always you can stop by tomorrow at the student involvement and get yourself some fantastic scratch-off tickets with a chance to win prizes.
Next up, a local resident will give us the dish on conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy. It's a word that digs up many feelings. Tonight, we're here with Kevin 17, and we're going to learn about some of these conspiracies. Let's go take a look. Kevin 17 has been online for many decades, learning the secret ways of many secret societies. He's asked we've left his name and identity a secret. We're somewhere here in Green Bay, on Cormier Street, about to meet the man, the legend, Kevin 17.
Guys, wasn't this the shoe episode?
No, I don't think. I thought we were going to do that next week.
Well, why am I wearing these?
Should we just go in?
Let's go in.
Oh, we're here about the interview. It's Kevin 17.
Superstition debunkification. Debunkified.
What's a basic conspiracy like? I've heard of some of the moon landing not being true. I've heard of, the Illuminati,
You're
things like that.
Old to be in college.
Just,
So I'm just gonna tell you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Study the Sumerians. Why is it that they teach Latin and Greek? This, but not a whole lot about the Sumerians. Zechariah Sitchin translated a lot of that stuff, and there's a lot of hooey. Like if somebody says they're going to play Stairway to Heaven backwards and say, oh, glory, glory, here's to my sweet Satan, there was a little child born, makes me sad, whose power is Satan. And, maybe those aren't what's being said backwards. You got to take their word for it. But then who knows how to read Sumerian? And most of us have that Zeppelin album.
So you think the government is more about covering itself up than revealing
the government has very little to do with anything. It transcends presidents. It transcends captains of industry. They're puppets. They're allowed to behave the way you just know they're going to behave.
So who do you think is deep, dark, down at the bottom
You'll
of
never
all
know
the
their names.
conspiracies?
You'll never know their names. The Sumerians say that there was a race of aliens that landed here because they needed gold for their spaceships for their planet, and they created us in different parts of the world from different animals. This is not a good place to be here. They're going to know that I'm here. And different aliens, they come to this planet where they can inhabit the bodies because everything that can happen possibly happens. Down on the submolecular level, are you going to have an up quark or a down quark? What spin is going to be? All of that. People forget what infinity is. Oh, wait, what was that? You said there were only 5 people. What was that? No, we're done here. We're done here. We're done here.
Thank you, Kevin17. I want to thank our viewers. I'm Jesse with the dish.
I blame you, Kristen.
No, I blame you. I didn't write it.
Let's lighten things up a little, shall we? Why don't we take a trip outside with, say, the Active 8?
really hungry now.
For a goose sandwich?
Don't we have anything else?
I just drank the last of my tuna smoothie. You might want to back off a little bit.
While I raid the fridge, let's roll another segment by Phrase Finders.
Welcome to Phrase Finders, where we uncover the origins of some well-used phrases in the English language. I'm your host, Evan Lloyd. Today's phrase is bite the bullet, which means to face an unpleasant reality. According to Grammarly.com, this phrase originated in the olden days, before doctors had access to anesthesia for their surgeries. During an operation or an amputation, especially on the battlefield, the only thing doctors could offer their patients to deal with the pain of having a limb cut off or during a surgery would be to bite on something extremely hard. In this case, a bullet. Don't forget, safe implementation of anesthesia during surgeries was not something that happened until the 20th century. So patients were awake and aware while their surgeries or amputations were happening. The only thing they could do to deal with the pain would be to bite on a bullet. Thankfully today, we do have anesthesia for surgical procedures, so when we use the phrase bite the bullet, we don't mean it literally. In a modern context, we would use it, say on your way to work you get a flat tire, you need to bite the bullet and change it so you can get to work. Thanks for watching, and be sure to join us next time as we continue to uncover the origins of phrases.
I bit the bullet and had a goose sandwich.
How was it?
Foul.
Just like the technology in this next segment by Retro Revival.
Welcome to Retro Revival. This is a Polaroid camera. It takes pictures. Pictures that are instant. Not that instant. About 10 minutes at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Or 21 degrees Celsius. In 1943, Edwin H. Land created the instant photo camera. His daughter needed a picture now, and he invented a camera that had the capability to do just that. He took the picture, and it printed instantly. When you think of a Polaroid camera, you think of that classic look of a photo printed, waving in the air, developing in all of its glory. What a lot of people do not know about the Polaroid company is that they do not only produce cameras, but ski goggles, 3D glasses, and even dark adapter goggles for the US Army and Navy. This camera is a Sun 600 LMS. It was released in 1983. The Sun was the first instant Polaroid camera that was available at a consumer-friendly price. 116mm single-element plastic lens. It has exposure adjustment. With a focal length of 4 feet. Longer than this. Many artists were known to use Polaroids in their work. Lucas Samaras, David Hockney, Andy Warhol. The Polaroid Sun 600 LMS. Limited control creates limitless possibilities.
I didn't think it was that foul. I love Instagram.
I think you're missing the big picture.
Technically speaking.
Well, this concludes this week's TC Weekly Live broadcast. Thanks for watching with your hosts
Kirsten.
and Jesse. Make sure to join us next Tuesday at 2 o'clock and follow us at the DMT on Instagram.